Welcome, everyone, to the Shadows of the Moon podcast. I'm your host, Shadows of the Moon. If you're new here, welcome. This is the place where we talk about paranormal, cryptids, UFOs, self-help, and self-love, with some witchy talk thrown in there. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you like this show and be a part of it for a long, long time. If you're a returning listener, well, welcome back. I hope all is well with you. You know how this works. Grab yourself a drink, come sit by the cauldron, and let's shoot the shit for a while. And remember 3 things. 1, new podcasts are every Tuesday. 2, we go live every Thursday on YouTube, D-Live, Twitch, and Facebook, just to sit around and, once again, shoot the shit live. So come on by and jump into the conversation. And 3, if you would like to share a story, you can find all the links over at shadowsofthemoon.net, and everything you need is right there at your fingertips. And of course, links are always down in the description. So let's get this show on the road, guys. So today we're talking about spiritual alignment, right? Alignment and authenticity. So have you ever felt like as you're beating your head against the wall, you repeatedly try to reach a goal, but you never seem to achieve it? Instead, you're struggling rather than moving forward and achieving your goals with grace and ease? Well, you're not alone. The struggle to move from what we don't want to what we do want, unfortunately, is a fundamental struggle for many individuals. Believe it or not, it's very common for people to struggle against what they want and to actively limit their good. In order to have what you want, you must be willing to end the struggle and move into action. Your success is dependent on your ability to reach your goals and achieve. And the easiest way to move from stuck into action without struggle is to be authentic and to be in alignment with your authenticity. Now, authenticity means that you're not connected, or that you are connected, to your core, and that your desires are your true reflection of your inner self and soul. If you're lying to yourself, then there's no way you can manifest what you want. Alignment means that your entire being is in agreement with your goal that you want to achieve. For example, say you come home from work one evening and you're very tired. But this evening is your workout night, right? So you sit on the couch and you actually have to talk yourself into getting into your gym clothes and heading off to the gym. What you did in convincing part of yourself to go to the gym when it really wanted to rest on the couch is called alignment. You got yourself into alignment with the idea and the intention of going to the gym no matter how tired you felt. So to end the struggle and successfully achieve goals, all parts of you must work together in manifestation. This means all bodies, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, must be in agreement concerning a goal. There can be no doubts, no limiting beliefs or attachments. Okay? So let's talk about the process you can use to do an authenticity check concerning your goals and bring yourself into alignment with your goals. So step 1, just sit quietly. Create a peaceful, serene, and nurturing space for yourself. Now, it must be a space where you feel comfortable and secure. Spend several minutes in a quiet and inner reflection upon your goal. But have a piece of paper and pen handy. Okay? Step 2, the authenticity check. Ask within if it's a goal. Ask within if this goal is appropriate goal for you to achieve at this time. If the answer is yes, skip to the next step. If the answer is no, ask what a more appropriate goal would be for you right now. And when I say, if the answer is yes, what are you feeling? Do you feel it's a real goal that you can achieve at this time? By asking this question, you move from being ruled by the needs of the mind, survival issues, and we begin to access the soul within. You leave behind the petty desires of the ego and move into realizing the desires of the soul. As a result, your goals become truer, and more authentic. So, when you do this, write down the response you receive. If you need additional clarity concerning the response, ask for it. Listen, there is nothing wrong with asking the universe, what is it that I need to do? Whether it be your angels, whether it be your higher self, your spirit guides, ask, what do I need to do? And keep asking until you feel complete. Or until you feel like you got the answer. Now, step 3 is all about alignment. Once you have defined an authentic... Let's try that again. Sorry, guys. Once you have defined an authentic goal, it's time to create an alignment. Remain in your space of quiet and comfort. Ask to speak to your mental body. And you will, of course, repeat this for each one of your bodies. Ask your mental body if it's willing to be in alignment with your goal. The purpose of this question is to uncover any blocks or limitations that reside in your mental body concerning the goal. Again, if the answer is yes, proceed to the next body, the physical. Ask the physical, are you willing to be in alignment with this goal? Same with the spiritual and the emotional. If the answer is no, simply begin a conversation with that part of you. Some questions to begin with are, let's see, how about, why are you willing to be in alignment with the goal? Or why are you not willing to be in alignment with the goal? What would it take you to get in alignment with the goal? Use your intuition. What's coming to your mind? What are you seeing? When a part is not willing to be in alignment with an authentic goal, usually this causes fear or insecurity. Say you want to start a YouTube channel, right? Or a podcast. And you have that fear or that insecurity. That means one of your parts is not in alignment with your goal. Usually the situation is remedied by helping the part understand that it is taken care of, that it's safe, and that it has nothing to fear. Simply have a conversation with the part and inform it of the truth. And once you receive the willingness of all bodies, remember, of course, to thank them for supporting the manifestation of the authentic goal. Affirm your alignment with this goal and the intent to manifest it. Now, I know it sounds weird sometimes when I talk about stuff like this, but thinking, this is truly you. These are your parts of your body. Your parts of who you are. And by completing this process, you have created an authentic goal and brought yourself into full alignment with your goal. Now, you can move forward without struggle because all the blocks have been removed. And the success shall be yours. Nothing more to it. I know it's easier said than done. But once you realize the power you have over yourself, It's amazing. So let's talk about spiritual alignment in the new consciousness. Okay? So at times it seems as though our lives are a bit challenging, perhaps frustrating, right? And in our darkest times, fearful. You may ask yourself, how do I live a more balanced life? Because, you know, everyone knows, like, balancing life is freaking tough. No doubt. When we have set our goals for truth and living the life of unconditional love, we must remember that it'll always take us to the next step of our spiritual journey. And I tell you guys all the time, when I'm researching something and I'm focused in it and I'm learning it and I'm doing all this stuff and I go, oh, all right, I get it. There's always another question, like, how did I get to this answer? Okay, if this does this, then how does that do that? There's always another step, and that's how we continue to learn, especially about ourselves. So, when you do this, it must be done without fear of change or resistance to growth. And I know that's hard because myself, I am fearful of change. I do not like change whatsoever with anything. It's easy to stay in that comfort zone. And that's not what we want. We want to push past that comfort zone because that's where we manifest. So others who watch you gradually shift and change need to understand that you embrace unconditional love as your choice in life. And whatever lessons this brings to you, you need for your growth. Like, everybody looks at me and says, oh, Shadows, you've been through so much shit in your life. How the hell are you still positive? Because I have hope. Because I know in my heart, in my core value, well, maybe not my core value, but in my heart, I know there's something much more bigger for me. And I've always thought that. And I've always felt like if something doesn't work out the way I want it to, something better is right behind that door. Do I push myself outside of my box? Not often as I should. I really don't. I know this, and so I keep continuing to do this. Just like with my YouTube channel. 3 years ago when I started my YouTube channel, you can go to, I think it's still up and running, Missy396 on YouTube. And that first video, I was scared as hell. But you know what? I stepped outside of my little comfort zone box and said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to post it. And I did. And here I am today, 3 years later, still doing it. So, I mean, and it's changed me a lot. You guys have helped with that. You guys have helped with my growth. Right? So I want to thank you, and of course, for helping me with my growth. And I also want to continue to help you grow. So here I am. So, again, you know, that fear of change and resistance to grow, it's going to be there. It's always going to be there. You know, tapped behind there, always on the back burner. But just don't listen to it. I know that's easier said than done, but, you know. But it's important that you understand that in your life, you have to do what you truly need to take the next step into alignment. You're being guided by your intuition to go exactly where you need to go. And that's the hardest part, is trusting your intuition wholeheartedly. Now, there is no need to fear the unknown. And when you release the fear and develop trust, you will take that next step into spiritual growth. Your inner soul searching is powerful, and it takes you where you need to be in life. It doesn't support you to skip over your lessons or go around them. I know, believe me, I've tried. It doesn't work that way. It's the next rung on the ladder on your spiritual growth. Support each other through these times. Definitely. Watch out for each other. Hold each other's hands and embrace each other's hearts emotionally, because this isn't an easy exercise for any of us. How many times have I said it before? Working through, the dark night of the soul, or soul searching, or doing shadow work. It's not easy. People think awakenings are all fun and glory and hippie and love is everywhere and blah, blah, blah. It ain't like that. It ain't like that at all. But we're here for each other because we know tapping into those past traumas is not fun. But it's so worth it. So again, like I said, hold each other's hands and embrace each other's hearts emotionally, because this is an easy exercise for any of us. The joy comes in knowing that you are clearly provided for, taken care of, and never alone. This is how you will make the next shift into your consciousness. And in making some shifts, you feel more joyful and light than in others. Now, the particular shift into alignment has a different quality of deep inward soul searching, and it's deeper than you've ever gone before. But that's the beauty in the depth of which you are searching. It takes you to a new place in your life. You're not ever without support, and you must hold tightly to your truth. In essence, you must understand that very few people on this earth live in this particular way and walk in two worlds. You're here listening to this, so you're obviously one of the people that can walk in two worlds. What you're doing here is walking with a foot in two different worlds, gathering strength from both dimensions. It's a very supportive place, and you will feel the self-empowerment in walking in both worlds. And as you learn how to do this, you'll teach others how to do this, because as the consciousness shifts, others will ask you, how do you live in the spiritual world without falling apart? Now, your world is shifting very quickly, and what is not aligned with you, it just can't remain. The alignment of consciousness is the most important thing for us to focus on at this time. It's not what you do, it's how you feel when you do it. That's why I always say fake it until you make it. I don't mean just fake it until you make it. I mean, feel that you already, if you want a luxurious life, luxurious life with full of yachts and planes, you have to feel that energy that you're already there. You already have things. You already have those yachts, the private jets, whatever. If you don't feel that, your consciousness is seeing that you're lacking it. And we don't want to lack anything, because that just pushes it away. But the more you think about it, and it's very hard to understand this, but the more you focus on it, the more you also push it away. So you can't expect the outcome, okay? If you're, say for instance, like I have a house in mind, like it's my dream house. I drew it. I drew up the floor plan. I want this house like really, really bad, but I don't think about it all the time, because of the fact that if I think about it all the time, I'm pushing that house away. Okay? So I put it out in the universe and I let it go. Same with my spell work. That's how I know my spells work. If I send out a spell, if I do a spell, okay, and I send it out into the universe, if I'm constantly thinking about it, I know it's not going to work. If I let it go and just let it be, I know it'll work. It might not be coming, if it's for money, it might not come in the way that I expect it, but I know it's going to come because I'm not thinking about it. I threw it out there and let it go. It's kind of like that. If it happens, okay. If not, oh well. That type of thing. And you have to be in that consciousness all the time. Right? So the next piece is to feel aligned on all levels that you share, whether it's how you work, how you relate to others, or how you live. This is how you help yourself and others shift into this new time. You'll notice the earth is also shifting and changing. What is not aligned is being released. Let go. Those of you that walk the earth that are not aligned with consciousness at this time are also being released with these changes. But the beauty is, when you do release and let go and be open, the newness will be brought to you in a new level of comfort. It's like you have to let go of the stuff that don't resonate with you in your life. You have to. You just have to let it go, because if you don't have room for the new stuff to come in. Right? But also hold tight to both worlds. There is no gaps between the two. They overlap. Choose joy and alignment in your life. Remember, joy is your choice. With everything that comes to you, you have a choice to either be angry, upset, that lower level of the tunnel. You have a choice. Be that way, or be grateful for it. Was I grateful that my arm has been hurting for the past 3 weeks? Yeah, I am kind of grateful, because that's the universe. To me, that's the sign from the universe going, slow down. It's coming. Your life is coming. Don't worry. Slow down. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helped. I really do. I hope it helped in some ways. Of course, if you have questions, please go to shadowsofthemoon.net. Get a hold of me. There's a contact page on there. Whatever. I have a couple different services on there that I've been putting on there. I've been working on the forum boards, of course. Forum boards will always be free. The blog will always be free. I do have different things that I really believe, and I've said this before, that knowing yourself, that's half the battle, right? And I really honestly believe that. The more that I found out about myself, the more I understood myself and understood how I worked, if that makes sense, or why I worked the way I did. Does that make sense? So we have on Shadow's World, we have, I'm doing dream analysis, I'm doing natal charts, I'm doing numerology charts, self-love, law of attraction, let a whole program of let your inner shine come out. Like I said, you always have the forum boards to look at. There's a lot of great information on there. I'm always adding to there. You have the store. The store has amazing products in it. I will never sell something on my store that I don't know or have never owned myself. Subscription boxes are on there. Those are my affiliate links. Those help me. This is all my income that I have, guys. I don't work at the moment, which is all right because I'm building my life. So my subscription boxes and links to my affiliate stuff helps provide me to be able to do this for you guys. Also, if you want to donate, the links are there at shadowsofthemoon.net, or you can go to anchor.fm/shadowsofthemoon. There is a donation page there. You can always go to buy me a coffee. Like I said, all the links are on shadowsofthemoon.net or down below in the description box. I hope this helped you guys today. We have a lot more coming up, and I hope you'll stay with it. Remember, Thursdays we go live at 2 p.m. And we'll be live for, well, could be an hour, could be 2 hours. Who knows? We'll see how much fun we're having, right? Remember, guys, I love you. I thank you so much for all that you've done for me and this podcast and my lives. And until next time, remember, find something today that makes you smile with your eyes. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.